everyone, this is Perfect Sale, and my actual real name is Brian, and I'm actually here today with Shit. Is that how you say your name, by the way?
Nah.
How is it actually
Don't worry. I'm totally sticking to Emud because everyone's been calling me Emud for the last year, so I'm sticking to it.
So this is basically
yes.
the creator of Dragon Ball Unreal, which is the video game or the fan-made video game that everyone in the Dragon Ball community is pretty much going nuts over.
That's it.
So
well, hopefully everyone's going nuts over it.
So I'm here today with this legend over here, pretty much. This famous Aussie, I guess you could say. And I guess we have some questions for each other, don't we?
Yep. So who's gonna start the questions first?
Well, give me a second. Somebody text me just now. I guess I can start first. My first question to you is, how is the progress of Dragon Ball Unreal?
How is the progress? I don't want to put it in percentage, but if I had to, I'd estimate it about 80% complete towards the next demo. That's towards the next demo, so that's not towards the final project. So for that, I'll say 80% complete. Okay, so 80%? Yes. It's not perfect.
It's not perfect! I'm sorry, I just had to do that in my self voice. But,
all good.
I guess now you have a question for me, correct?
Yes. I want to know about you. Old, age, height, weight, waist, fucking specification.
Are you asking me on a date or something?
Tell us about yourself.
Are you trying to ask me on a date? Well,
if that's where it heads towards, that's what's gonna happen. We'll see it by then.
I don't actually know my age.
Tell us about yourself.
I don't actually know my age. I was born in a laboratory because Dr. Giraud actually made me, sort of. I was born a mosquito, but I became a butterfly, a beautiful butterfly. But but
oh god.
So you want to know my education? My education is I absorb people and I become smarter that way.
It doesn't sound like it.
Well, technically that's how it works.
It's a joke.
Okay,
right.
So what else you want to know?
Alright. Future projects. Tell us about what you're working on and what you want to work on and what you're going to work on.
So I am currently the developer, or not developer, well actually I am a developer. I'm a voice actor for 25 plus video games. I'm a writer for, God, 6 plus video games and one project that's about to become a TV series or movie on Netflix. Thanks to Axel Springer and Scott Free Productions, Ridley Scott, director, who made Alien and stuff like that. Basically, I am also the CEO of TeamInfinite, which is a fan-based animation group that has made Dragon Ball parodies such as Just Saying and other parody series like that. That's on TeamInfinite's YouTube, yes. That's the one I'm leading.
Okay.
For a sales channel, cool. I'm kind of just doing whatever the hell people want me to do. But for the
so separate. Okay,
yeah,
I like that.
For the project that's basically being made into a Netflix TV series, it's the series is based off a World War III novel I wrote called The Day of Awakening, which is based in the invasion of the United States, where a student becomes a soldier. Basically, it's kind of like Red Dawn meets Black Hawk Down, which is ironic because Scott Free Productions is the company that actually made Black Hawk Down. But yeah, any more questions?
Oh really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, man. You've got a full plate ahead of you.
Pretty much.
A lot of work to do.
Yeah, we do have a lot of work to do. Which I hope we can actually collaborate pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly. I need you to do Hit, I'm guessing Cell, and I'm probably gonna need you to do... Actually, I won't talk about the third character just yet.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
We'll talk about that another time. Anyway, I just want to know, 5 years, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years' time?
Dating your daughter. I'm just kidding. I had to say something like that.
Hopefully I have a daughter in 5 years' time.
Well, oh god, no, never mind. Perfect Cell. I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah. If I had a daughter in 5 years' time, wouldn't that make her like, you know?
No comment. No comment.
Jesus Christ.
In 5 years, I don't know, maybe in voice acting in reality, or a screenwriter. I have no idea. I'm actually studying law enforcement right now for college, so maybe I'm a police officer. I have no idea. I might actually do military as well. I'd pick Bulma's mom. I'd pick Bulma's mom, SSJ Blue. But
that's what I'm heading towards.
Blue might actually beat you to that one. But my next question for you though is, how did you go about deciding to make Dragon Ball Unreal? Was it just something you just woke up and was like, you know what? I'm seeing so much stuff about Dragon Ball Super. Fuck it, I'm gonna make my own little video game. I apologize about cussing, by the way.
Actually, no. Oh, obviously, you don't know who you're talking to. I'm one of the most fucking...
Alright, so, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Alright, so why did I start? I don't actually think Super was out at the time I started. I started exactly 12 months ago. And was Super out? Actually, yes, it was. It was just coming out. And I remember, this is when Xenoverse first came out as well. And I remember I was always playing Xenoverse, like, at my mate's house, and yeah, so that's all we'll do all day, is just play Xenoverse and stuff like that. And I always thought, wouldn't it be much better in Xenoverse if you could actually move around freely and, you know, just do whatever you want, like a Grand Theft Auto style?
Like a real Xenoverse game.
Yeah, because I don't know, Xenoverse, it's awesome. Like, the combat's awesome. It's just too simple, too locked in place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I've seen Earth Special Forces at the time, because I've been watching their videos for a long time. I mean, I just recently joined the forums as well. I was talking to a few of the developers. They're really nice people, and I was just looking at their trailers, and I was thinking, you know, that's more of my style. And then, but then when I was talking to the developers, I remember seeing a few of them answer questions from fans. They were talking about questions that the fans were asking, like, is there going to be any super characters, or is there going to be any GT characters, and, you know, these type of things. And every single time someone asks that, the developers will say, no, it's just going to be strictly old DBZ characters. So just Goku, Vegeta, Boo, and actually I don't even know if Boo's in the newer version. But yeah, let's just assume he is. So yeah, and then because I myself, I like the non-canon Super Saiyan 4 forms, and I like Black Goku. I love that type of style, and I like Super Saiyan God and all that. And since Earth Special Forces isn't going down that road, I thought I might start something as like just a fan project myself. We'll have free roam, and we'll have all these forms that Earth Special Forces aren't doing themselves. And then from that, every, you know, an hour a week for the last year, or hour a week for the last 6 months, then turned into like 3 hours a week, and then turned into like 2 days a week, and people started picking it up, and a few articles were coming out, and now it's just, you know, just got a lot bigger. I mean, literally, I have like 3 articles written every week or every second week about the project, so it's got a lot bigger, and I like it. So it's good shit. That's how it all started.
I like that idea, actually. So, I have another question for you if you're free to answer it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any plans for after Dragon Ball Unreal? Do you plan on making any actual video games that you really can cash in on? Because obviously you can't cash in on Dragon Ball Unreal because it's basically it's technically owned by Toei because it's using their likeness.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's using exactly. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any plans?
So that's the question?
Well, do you have any plans to actually make profit on any other video games you're making, or ideas, pretty much?
Well, I just recently saw that, what's it called? Xenoverse 2 is also being created with Unreal Engine 4. So it's using exactly the same tools I'm using, Bandai is using for their games. So I hopefully can get a job in a company like with that sort of similar style as me.
I might be able to hook you up with that, because I actually know. I don't want to name any actual names here, because I don't want to. You know, I don't want to give private information away. But I know a guy named his first name is Anthony. He is the community manager for Bandai Namco on Steam. He might be able to hook you up with the job.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hook me up, man. Hook me up, bro. Whatever, man. I don't know. Hook us up, man. Yeah, but I don't know, because this is literally 12. Actually, I'll say 13 months now. 13 months ago, I've never touched never created a texture, never touched like game design, never made a 3D model, never did any animating, never did rigging or anything like that. I just picked it up, just started playing with it, and I kept playing with it and playing with it, and then and that's how I just improved skills and all that. But literally before that, nothing. So I think still have a lot of room to improve, but I think I've improved a lot faster than you see some of these YouTubers like, actually I better not go into that. But you see some of these YouTubers that, I don't know, they just put characters in Unreal Engine and then they release it and it gets like 300,000 views, and all the character does is literally just walk. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean. Like battle scenes.
I've seen some Star Wars characters, and yeah, but I could literally do something like that. I don't know, in 5 minutes, maybe not even 5 minutes. I could just go on the internet, download a character, put some animations in, and ta-da, he just walks around maps and whatnot. But, that's the easy part. The hard part is adding effects and adding like what was hard, like the Kamehameha. How he's
Yeah, the
charging it up and
Kamehameha.
then-
Kamehameha!
Yeah.
Like that.
Exactly. Doing something like that, and then where you have to program. So if you let go of the button, and it's not charged enough, he cancels out, or if it is charged enough, he fires and takes a bit of his health or takes a bit of his energy, stamina. I don't know, it's just a lot more complicated than putting a model in. So I've seen a lot of people commenting, saying they could do something similar that I've done in like a couple of weeks, which is just bullshit. I've seen at least 4 people try, and all of those 4 people have all failed and just left. So if you think you can do it, I'm not saying don't try. I'm just saying,
There's an old saying that you could
realize.
basically say called, "A lion does not concern himself with the opinion of sheep."
Exactly. That's good.
He's letting loose some steam there,
What
aren't you,
about
buddy? What do I have plans for video games, is what you mean?
Yeah, because you said you have how many currently video games you're working with?
So, my idea basically for video games is I'm actually going to be voice acting in... what is it? My website, Brian... I'm not going to give my full name out there, but... Well, I guess I could since I'm about to be a screenwriter, but whatever, I guess. I'll be on IMDb pretty soon, but... I'll send you my personal website so you can actually look at all the video games I'm actually started in and all the stuff I've actually done before. But I'm voicing in, what is it? Solar Citizen, Timmy versus Aliens, god, there's so many games. Mech Wars. I'm voicing in a few horror games. They get me voicing a little kid in a horror game, and it's pretty weird. Like, I don't know. Some guy asked me to do an old man voice, and the first thing I thought of was like, well, I'm a young guy. I'm 21 years old. I just basically had my 21st birthday, and I'm like, I can't do an old man voice. I'm not like, they closed the lake today. And everyone said, who paid Vegeta to voice act? Like, there were non-stop comments in the video game section about who paid Vegeta to voice act this video game. Like, it was just funny.
So after that, did you just give up to doing the old man voice, or what happened?
Well, the funny part was I wasn't even trying to do Vegeta, but my old man voice. I guess I've been doing Vegeta so long, like trying to do voice acting for Vegeta, that I've actually just like, it just pops in like that. I can do perfect Cell's voice just by lowering my actual voice, because my actual voice is like this. So it's kind of, it's easy for me more or less. But yeah, the video games idea. I'm actually writing and voice acting for the Forgotten Kingdom, which I'm actually running on Kickstarter for. We're trying to get $50,000 for it. It's basically like Skyrim. I'm voice acting for a horror game that we're actually trying to make, kind of like the new horror movie called Lights Out, which is pretty much that movie about when you turn the lights out, the girl pops up. Yeah. And there's a bunch of other games that I'm working with. I'm the writer for Dinosaur Battlegrounds, which Frank Bonota, who was he was the CGI creator of Ice Age. He basically made Manny, Sid, and Scrat from Ice Age. He basically is the CEO or the actual creator of it. But due to some policy changes, that we've actually switched our creators to Onyx Studios, which is the corporation that I'm actually working for as a voice actor for Tribal Instincts. What the hell is it called? So many freaking projects that I can't remember what the names are. It's basically like Far Cry 3. But yeah, I'm pretty much. I got a bucket list.
You got a lot on your plate, man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I was about to say, wow.
Yeah, it gets.
For me, it's just work, come home, couple hours, Unreal Engine, sleep. That's it.
Unreal Engine.
Unreal Engine, sleep, work. Yes, just repeating every day.
Well, I cannot wait to actually get a chance to play this video game, man. I really can't. Before we go ahead and end this recording, do you or not recording, more or less like conversation or discussion? Do you more or less have a date where we can actually get either beta or alpha build of the game?
Well, people have been messaging me a lot about that lately, but I'm thinking I won't release the full game just yet, but I'm thinking of releasing something that would have more of a lifetime, if you know what I mean. Something more playable in the long run. So I'm thinking of releasing a multiplayer demo due around December. So this year, December, I hope to have a multiplayer demo. If not December, maybe January. But if everything goes well, maybe even before December. And at the rate I'm doing now, because at the rate I'm going right now, maybe even November, if I keep this up. But if some days you just can't. Sometimes you have to come into work a bit early and work 7 days.
I know that feeling. But hey,
you've got to.
If you actually need professional Unreal Engine, modelers, animators, riggers, animation riggers or hell, even background editors,
skeleton, yeah.
then I can get people that I know of personally to help you out, because I mean this is a big project and no one man should be working on this alone, is all I gotta say.
Yeah, I was about to say, because people always asking me, because I have a Patreon set up on my YouTube, and people always asking me why do you need funds, and the funds do go to my YouTube because I can't legally say they go towards the game.
Right.
But I have used some of my own money, not funds that I've gotten from YouTube, my own money, and I mean some of these animations cost like $200 an animation. Particle effect, like the aura effect, costs minimum $200 US. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, I know.
So
exactly
it's not
what you
cheap
mean.
at all. People think, people always commenting, fix the tail or fix the aura or add this or add this. But just the simple aura particle effect is $150, $200. So it's not as, it's not as quick as people think. I can't just dish out $200 of my own dollars to fix a, aura effect. Because one aura effect, and then there's a key ball, and then there's explosion effect, and then there's dust, like on the ground, the dust, and then there's, do you know what I mean? There's a millions of effects people don't really
yes, sir.
realize. Like,
Yep, I got you.
because people don't take into account. Yeah, exactly. So it's all really like, that's why I try and do as much as I can by myself. Because if I was paying everyone to do these effects, it'll easily go up to like 30,000. I'll be already 30,000 behind. I mean,
I can actually, I can probably get you. I can actually get you people who'd actually do it for free. It might be hard to get, but I can actually. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
That'll be awesome. If you can get some more people to help me out, that'd be awesome. But so
no problem.
Who's asking to help me out is either like asking to be a tester or asking to draw like some icons and things like that. I don't need anything like that. I just need stuff that I can't do myself. So right now I'm looking for more particle systems and animators. And just a couple of days ago I found on Twitter a few people have been messaging me that they want to do animation, and they're not too bad at all. So for now it's just someone who knows how to do particle systems. That's all I need right now. The rest I can do myself.
Do you need a musical composer, or are you going to use Dragon Ball Z soundtrack?
I can't use the DBZ soundtrack. I mean, because of copyright,
right?
Especially in the videos. If I was to use it in the video, I'd be totally screwed. That's why I try and use that. Every single song you see in my videos is always a free to use soundtrack. But if I do release a demo, then I could probably pop something in there because I'm not selling the demo and I'm not showing videos on my YouTube. So in the actual demo, I'm like, yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been awesome to talk to you. So we'll be getting a demo in December apparently, or a either alpha or beta multiplayer demo.
Yes, either December. If December is like where I'm aiming for, at latest January, at earliest November. So
right,
we'll see.
Well, that's awesome, man. I can't wait to get my hands on it and test it for myself. It'd be kind of weird to play Well, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird to play yourself being voiced by yourself, like playing Hit versus Sill. This is a conundrum.
Well, hey, you should be used to it by now.
Somebody told me to have Hit. Somebody told me to have Hit voiced by a black guy. I was just like, what? It's like, can you not imagine Hit having any other voice? It was like, so you're gonna get Samuel L. Jackson to voice Hit? Okay.
Well, do you remember when DBZ was coming out and everyone was saying that Piccolo should be voiced by a black guy? So it's a similar concept.
Well, just think about that for a second. Imagine if Toei Animation or Funimation hired Samuel L. Jackson to voice Hit. Just imagine that.
Oh God. Well,
I'm tired of all these. I'm tired of all these motherfucking sayings in this motherfucking tournament.
Well, didn't he do Afro Samurai though?
I don't recall. I haven't played the game in a long time.
I'm pretty sure he did some type of anime. Oh, who the fuck? Who can? Yeah, but then again, Afro Samurai was in the dark range. So
exactly. But yeah, man, it's been awesome to talk to you. I'm glad we can actually have this conversation. I can't wait to see more from Dragon Ball and Rio, and I can't wait to see more from your channel, man. You're a great guy to talk to, and very interesting discussions we had.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Can't wait to see your stuff as well, man.
No problem.
Keep me up to date with it.
Yeah, no problem.
And if anyone didn't understand what I was talking about, sorry, but like I said, Aussie, Australian. That's how we all speak. So it's not just me.
They're foreign. They're aliens.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's gonna build a wall.
Except for Expert Games, that guy talks really slowly and really clearly. But I'm sure he has like 1 million takes on each video. So
God, that'd be
there's
miserable.
1 in a million.
That's miserable. But yeah. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone subscribe.
All right, see you guys.
Subscribe.
Vamonos, freaks.